Hello ladies and gentlemen, Holotide here, and Marathon's mid-season update just dropped, and honestly the patch is way bigger than what I actually thought it was going to be. They had been teasing what kind of changes and updates were coming, but there's way more than that. New equipments, major weapon balance changes, shell tuning, bunch of quality of life fixes, an event. So we're gonna break all of that down in this video. I'm gonna go as fast as I can because I don't wanna waste your time. And if you appreciate that, make sure you subscribe. I could be your third favorite marathon YouTuber. If you enjoy the video, make sure you leave a like and hype it if you're on mobile. Okay, the thing that everybody probably wants to know about first is the new event, CARRI. I would say that this is probably the largest addition in this patch, and CARRI stands for Cyber Acme Runner Reinforcement Initiative. They describe it as a seasonal protocol running until the end of Season 1, and it feels like this is how Bungie is rewarding people for not just being a lone wolf in the game. You earn new currency called Cyber Acme Commendations by completing contract objectives with your crew, finishing objectives as a solo runner, or successfully exfilling as a rook. If you exfil with players outside of your crew, strangers, enemies turned allies, whatever, you get extra commendations. Bungie is literally paying you to make friends mid-match, and this is like so antithetical to how the game has been played before because it's always been shoot on sight, you can't trust anybody. This isn't Weenie Hut Jr. Arc Raiders gameplay. You can stack up to 100 commendations and spend them in the new CARRI Armory, which will rotate weapons and salvage crates and reputation packs. I believe they refresh daily, so check back. And with that, they added new tools for collaboration. This includes a new feature called Stay Together, which is an end-of-run option that allows you to stay with the runners you just successfully exfilled with by creating a new crew with them. They also added a new consumable, the Mercy Kit, so if you down an enemy runner and you change your mind and don't want to finish them off, you can revive them with this new consumable. You cannot use it on yourself or your allies. It's just for enemies who could potentially be teammates after you make them beg. Rooks actually all spawn with one by default, so that's pretty cool. Proximity chat also has a toggle. It's toggle to open chat option, so it's easier to just open it up and speak to other people. For the rewards pass and progression updates, they have decided to add a lot of value to the Season 1 rewards pass. Thief, Assassin, and Destroyer are on the premium track, and Recon is on the free track. For new shell styles, also on the free track is a Waster Shotgun style and profile emblem. And on top of all of that, solo players are now getting increased runner level and faction rep gains, and standard contract reputation rewards are going up for just everybody. So if you've been grinding solo, this patch is going to directly address that. New Arachne shell skins are also earnable through the Codex. There's also a new title called the Pace Setter with challenges focused on collaborative objectives. So these are permanent. You can complete them in future seasons. I will leave a link to the whole patch notes in the description so you guys can check it out in case there's something in there that I skipped over that you want to check out. For weapons and weapon changes, 11 new deluxe rarity unique weapons are dropping, found in showcase encounters across Perimeter and Dire Marsh. Apparently, these follow the same idea as a prestige unique in the Cryo Archive. It comes with a custom mod that you can only find on that specific weapon. For balance changes, it looks like railguns are becoming much more viable. They're no longer auto fire when they fully charge, meaning that you can hold the shot forever and peek people properly. The Zeus got its mag increased from 2 to 5 shots, faster charge time, and bigger aim assist cone. The Ares had its charge time slashed from 2 seconds down to 1.25, and its magazine size was bumped across all of its tiers. So railguns might be worth using, even though I literally never used them because I felt like they were poopy. On the SMG side, the Copperhead got a, I think, substantial buff, bigger base magazine, better accuracy, better range, improved minimum damage. The Burt also got minimum damage improvements. The Bully got its aim assist and mag ranges trimmed down. So if you've been relying on the Bully at range, you're gonna feel that. Snipers also seem to have taken a little bit of a hit. The long shot fires slower. The Outland also had its rate of fire reduced. And as of right now, to me, it looks like thermals have been removed from the loot pool at Deluxe Rarity, and They seem to be a little bit harder to get, and the superior scope actively hurts your aim assist and range stats. I really feel like Bungie is trying to kill that sniper thermal meta. The biotoxic disinjector, which already had a nerf, is getting hit again. Grenade damage, radius, travel speed, and rate of fire are all down, and on top of that, it now does self-damage. I see this as a plus or a minus. I feel like a lot of higher skilled players were using this gun to combat cheaters, and it didn't do damage to yourself. So we'll see what happens. I definitely think that this makes that gun way less viable. There's also 3 new weapon chip families being added. One that makes enemies you damage take more damage from everyone, one that drops ammo on kills after a quick reload, and one that boosts movement speed for you and nearby allies after a down or a kill. For shell changes, recon players, we finally have some buffs. Echo Pulse now distinguishes between enemy runners and bots, less visible to enemies when it's on, and Signal Jammer no longer fully blocks it. I believe I read that they just show up as UESC rather than just disappearing entirely. Tracker Drone is apparently going to get smarter pathfinding, better tracking, will switch targets if it can't reach the original one, and I'm pretty excited for all of this. For Destroyer, their thruster ability costs about 9% more heat, which is a small nerf to its mobility. It also had the Riot Barricade exploit where you could rapidly toggle it for, corner peeking. That's been fixed. The Pickpocket Drone for Thief took several hits, less health, reduced rarity highlight range, slower descent, quieter thruster audio while active, which seems to help it, and Vandal's amplify cooldown drop from 180 seconds to 150, which is a pretty good buff. Quality of life and bug fixes. Self-revive kits have been bumped to superior rarity, making them harder to find. Solo players get a depleted self-revive kit that spawns in during the runs, but they can't be extracted, just like the other depleted health things. The perimeter beginning map is now solos only until seasonal level 12. There's also a small exfil timer fix. When the final exfil countdown triggers, other exfils now sync to match, so no more thinking you made it out when you actually didn't. They've also added 5 new crew-focused implants from Group Therapy, Herd Immunity, Fight Club, Dive Bomb, and Evasive Maneuvers, and they all have effects that benefit nearby allies. Some zones also got some changes, like Outpost has more potential spawn locations for the conveyance request. And again, I'll link the patch notes in the description down below. But it's a pretty hefty update, way more than I actually thought we were going to get for a mid-season update. I'm interested to see how people treat the collaborative aspect of this update and event, if people are even going to try to convince other teams or other players to team up. So we will see. But that's it for the video, ladies and gentlemen. If you enjoyed, leave a like down below. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace!